Let me share with you a hypothetical example of one student who went through the evaluation process and kind of look at what does all this look like in play. So let's just hypothetically call the student Lee, who's from Beijing, okay? So she comes to a school district at age 5, she goes into a kindergarten, and the kindergarten teacher sees that she cries a lot, doesn't seem to play well with other students, and doesn't seem to be attending to any of the learning tasks in the classroom. So she's very concerned, as the good teacher that she is, that Lee might have a disability, and she refers her. So they meet with Lee's parents, and at home, Lee's parents are concerned about Lee's behavior at home. So the school very quickly assumes that, well, Lee's having these problems at home, and she's having these problems at school. Let's go through the evaluation. She goes through the evaluation. She's tested in English. Well, she speaks almost solely in Mandarin, in fact, doesn't speak any English at all. And the school, in its best judgment, will use sort of nonverbal assessments to help figure out what Lee is all about. They observe her in the classroom, and they see indeed she is acting out, not able to attend to tasks. And very quickly, she's defined as a student with a profound disability and is taken out of the classroom and given special education interventions, almost exclusively spending the day outside of the classroom. There's one potential of outcome. So then let's take the same student, Lee, who comes in at 5. He's coming from Beijing, new to the school, but the teacher notices the same things and is quite concerned. And she brings her concerns to the child study team at her school. And the child study team, under the laws regarding IDEA, says, let's look at various things that we might do to help Lee participate more actively and appropriately in class. And let's do that first by meeting with her parents and just finding out a little bit about her background. So with an interpreter, they interview her parents, and they find out that Lee indeed was born in a rural community outside of Beijing, and that her parents, right after Lee was born, came to the United States to do their graduate studies, and they left Lee in the loving care of her grandparents, and she spent the first 5 years of her life with her grandparents. Now her parents are ready for her to come to the U.S. They live in an all-English-speaking community. They themselves have acquired English. They haven't had much opportunity in the way of parenting, and they welcome Lee into their home. And they decide that because they speak English, it would be in her best interest to be in an all-English speaking environment. So one of the reasons that Lee is crying and upset and not able to attend to any task is she's being surrounded very abruptly by people she doesn't know, her parents that she hasn't spent her first 5 years with. They're speaking in a language she's not familiar with, and she's in a classroom environment that doesn't speak Mandarin either. So with the help of the child study team, they decide to do various interventions before she's referred. First one is with the help of a translator, they work with her in the classroom to help her be more appropriate with her classmates, more aware of what's going on with the help of a translator. The school guidance counselor works with the parents about what might be helpful to do at home and how hearing Mandarin might be helpful, and just sort of general parenting because they don't have much background. They work with the classroom teacher. So all of these sort of ideas come into play around what might help Lee feel more like she's a member of the classroom. So if we look at the first scenario of what happened to Lee, she's identified as having a disability and taken out of the classroom. And at the end of the year, it's recommended that she repeat kindergarten again. In the second hypothetical case, Lee does quite well. And by the end of the school year, she's recommended to go on to first grade, and she's never been referred for a special education evaluation. So you can see how that concern around over-identification can occur when appropriate interventions aren't applied and when they are applied.